My beloved child, the abundance you long for has not yet been fully entrusted to you. Not because God has forgotten you, but because He is making you steady enough so that something great will not become the very thing that destroys your life. I know there are moments when you look at your present circumstances and feel that every promise is still far away. You have wondered why you carry such great dreams within you, a desire to build, help others, and create something meaningful, yet continue living amid narrow limitations, obligation, and doors that have not opened. Do not treat the difference between what you sense within and what presently exists around you as evidence that you have been forgotten. This may be the very season in which God is enlarging the vessel of your life, so that when a great stream is poured into it, you will not be swept away by what you once prayed to receive. You were not created merely to pursue money, nor to measure your worth by numbers in an account. Yet neither must you regard sufficiency as something shameful. Resources, when placed in wise hands, can nourish families, release people who are trapped, establish honorable work, and open many good roads. The issue is not whether you possess much or little, but whether what you possess rules you or is governed by you. Someone who has not mastered greed will become a prisoner of abundance. Someone who has not healed from a sense of lack may use money to purchase approval, retaliate against those who once looked down upon them, or fill an emptiness material things cannot reach. Therefore, before placing more into your hands, God often begins by correcting your heart, habits, and the way you see yourself. I know you sense that you are called to something broader than merely surviving from one day to the next. There is a fire within you that refuses to be satisfied with a meaningless life. You want to make an impact, build something lasting, and possess enough capacity to help those you love. That desire is not wrong, but allow it to be purified from haste and the need to prove yourself. If you want wealth only so that others will regret ever underestimating you, then your wound is still steering the journey. If you want success only so that you will never need anyone, then fear is still building a throne within your heart. If you dream of abundance but refuse to learn discipline, honesty, and patience, you are asking for a large house while the foundation has not yet been laid. Imagine a father who has prepared a powerful vehicle for his child. He does not hand over the keys as soon as the child learns to walk. Not because he hates the child, but because love teaches him to wait. The child may cry, become angry, and believe that he is being treated unfairly. But the father sees what the child cannot yet understand. Power without maturity becomes disaster. God looks upon you with the same wisdom. Perhaps He has prepared opportunities, relationships, and resources far beyond what you presently see. But love will not allow Him to place them into a structure that cannot yet bear their weight. Delay is not always rejection. Sometimes it is the fence that preserves you until you become able to govern what might otherwise govern you. Look honestly at the way you are using what you presently possess. If a small amount disappears immediately through impulsive decisions, a larger amount will not automatically create stability. If you continue using purchases to soothe emotions, lending because you fear rejection, or continually rescuing others until you yourself begin to sink, then the vessel needs repair. God does not humiliate you because of these weaknesses. He is simply revealing where strengthening is needed. Learn to record, plan, distinguish needs from desires, preserve a portion for the future, and use a portion to do good. Stewardship does not remove the miraculous from life. It creates order so that goodness has a place to remain. The structure within you must also be renewed. Perhaps you still carry the belief that all wealthy people are selfish, that possessing more money will pull you away from goodness, or that you are unworthy of receiving more than your family ever had. Such thoughts are like small cracks in a vessel. When the flow increases, the cracks widen. Therefore, I want you to learn to see resources through clear eyes. Money does not determine who you are. It only magnifies what is already present. In the hands of a compassionate person, it becomes food, shelter, scholarships, and opportunity. In the hands of someone ruled by ambition, it becomes display, control, and division. What you need first is not the power of possession, but character strong enough to possess without being possessed. This preparation also concerns relationships. As you begin moving forward, not everyone will be able to walk at the same pace or understand the change within you. If your heart still depends upon being accepted by everyone, you may destroy an opportunity simply to keep someone who does not want you to grow. If you have not learned to establish boundaries, abundance will bring countless demands that leave you exhausted. If you cannot distinguish compassion from allowing others to exploit you, what is entrusted to you will quickly be drained away. Learn to give without destroying yourself. Help without encouraging dependency. And say no without believing you are cruel. An open heart still needs a door with hinges and a lock. You must also prepare for the pressure of attention. During seasons of lack, you imagine that once you have enough, every worry will disappear. Yet, as responsibility increases, decisions also become more complicated. Some people will praise you. Some will envy you. Some will approach with personal motives, and others will try to make you doubt yourself. If you do not know who you are, praise will make you proud, while criticism will make you collapse. This is why God is building within you an identity that does not depend upon whether you are elevated or misunderstood today. You must learn to remain steady when you have much and when you have little, when you are seen and when you work in silence. Do not search for a secret ritual that will cause abundance to appear overnight. True change is not sealed by a special sentence, but by the choices you repeat each day. It is seen when you rise and work honestly, even though no one recognizes you. Study what is necessary, even while progress remains slow. Reject dishonest paths, though they promise quick results. And refuse to spend your future merely to impress people in the present. Every such choice is enlarging your inner capacity. They are like stones used to build a dam, so that when the rain comes, the water does not destroy the village, but is directed into streams that nourish the fields. I want you to stop asking from the posture of someone completely powerless. Yet, do not become someone who believes they can command God. True authority is not forcing heaven to serve personal desire. It is the ability to stand in the proper place, act responsibly, and cooperate with what is good. Ask for wisdom before asking for wealth, self-control before influence, and discernment before greater doors. A wise person can create much from limited resources, while someone lacking wisdom can lose an entire treasure in a short time. Understanding is the foundation upon which every enduring accomplishment must be built. Therefore, my beloved child, Do not regard this time of preparation as a meaningless waiting room. It is a workshop in which you are being shaped into someone capable of carrying much while remaining humble, possessing authority while continuing to listen, and achieving success without forgetting the days when you needed another person's hand. Build the vessel before asking for a greater flow. Strengthen the foundation before asking for the building to rise higher. As you learn to manage small things, heal distorted motives, and life in order, you will no longer merely dream of an abundant life. You will become someone capable of creating, preserving, and distributing abundance in peace. What God is preparing is not meant to turn you into someone who boasts about wealth, but into a faithful steward who can hold great resources while the heart remains pure, the hands remain open, and the feet remain upon the upright road. You have run long enough, and now I am opening before you a season of peace in which you may pause, breathe deeply, and realize that you do not have to continue living as though everything depends upon your strength. The world continually urges you to move faster, do more, prove more, and never allow yourself to slow down. It makes you believe that if you rest, you will be left behind, that opportunities will disappear if you stop moving, and that others will pass you. But my ways do not operate through haste that leaves you exhausted. I placed rest within the order of life, because I know you were not created to fight without ceasing. There is a time to advance and a time to stop, a time to hold the sword and a time when I tell you to lay it down. This season is not proof that you have lost your direction. It is evidence that you have traveled a long road and now require restoration before entering what comes next. I know the race behind you stretched every limit within you. There were days when your faith felt like a thin thread, yet you continued holding it. There were nights when your heart was bruised by betrayal, loss, and words whose damage others never fully understood. There were mornings when you awakened without knowing where you would find strength. Yet you still continued. You have done more than you ever believed possible. You carried burdens in silence, smiled when you did not want to smile, and continued caring for others, even as you became empty within. I saw it all. Therefore, the rest I am giving you is not a luxury or a temporary reward for someone who is weak. It is a necessary gift, a sacred space where you may heal without explanation, be quiet without pressure, and return to yourself after too many days spent merely trying to survive. Imagine yourself as a warrior who has just left the battlefield. The armor is dented from impact. The legs are heavy from the long road, and the hands gripped the weapon for so long that they forgot how it feels to relax. The battle has moved into the past, yet its echoes remain within the warrior's mind. Even when no one is attacking, the body stays tense, as though danger might return at any moment. This is what is happening within you. Circumstances may have calmed, but you continue living as though another battle is about to begin. An ordinary statement makes you defensive. One small delay produces panic, and a quiet day makes you uneasy because you are unfamiliar with having no problem to solve. I want you to know that you do not need to remain in a fighting posture forever. You have already overcome many things, and now I am calling you to sit beside the fire of peace. Remove each layer of defense, and allow stillness to touch the places that have known only endurance. You faced giants with many different forms. One was named fear, causing you to doubt every decision. Another was loss, taking what you believed would remain forever. One was betrayal, causing you to distrust even sincere hearts. Others appeared as financial pressure, family responsibility, or the feeling that you were being left behind. Yet you passed through them. Perhaps your victory was not spectacular. There was no celebration, and no one gave you a medal. But you did not allow them to destroy the best part of you. You still know how to love, still know how to hope, and still possess the ability to believe tomorrow can differ from today. This is victory. Now, I do not want you to continue proving that you are strong. I want you to allow yourself to become soft again, because strength is not only the ability to endure, but also the wisdom to know when rest is necessary. The stillness into which I am leading you is not emptiness. It is the place where peaceful waters wait to wash the dust of the road from you. There, you do not need to answer every question, solve every problem in one day, or rush to understand everything I am doing. Allow slow mornings to return. Eat without filling the meal with worry. Walk, breathe, sit quietly, and permit your eyes to notice the beauty of small things. Learn to sleep without guilt because you have not done enough. Peace does not arrive when everything becomes perfect. It arrives when you stop demanding that you control everything. You do not need to write a number or perform a ritual to receive this rest. You need only open your heart, admit that you are tired, and allow me to care for the parts you no longer have the strength to carry. Do not believe that rest means you stop growing. Many of the deepest transformations occur when you are no longer forcing them to happen. A seed does not sprout through straining, but by resting within the soil and quietly receiving water, light, and time. The same is true of you. As you rest, layers of tension begin leaving your mind. Clarity returns. You see more clearly what deserves to remain, what must be released, and what you were previously too exhausted to recognize. Some important decisions should not be made in a state of depletion. Some words must wait until the heart becomes calm. Some dreams can be heard only in stillness because the noise of survival covered them for too long. This season of rest is the room where I am rearranging your inner life, not through pressure, but through gentleness. Remember that even Jesus often withdrew from the crowds to enter stillness. He did not consider withdrawal an escape from responsibility, but a return to the source of strength. Moments without applause, without demands to satisfy, and without anyone asking something from him were the places where he was renewed before continuing the mission. You also need such spaces. You cannot continually give if you never allow yourself to receive. You cannot continually support others while neglecting your own wounds. Rest does not make you selfish. It makes your love purer. When restored, you will no longer help from exhaustion or guilt, but from a place that is fuller, freer, and wiser. In this season, I am awakening things that have slept within you. There are dreams you set aside because life became too heavy. There are ideas that appeared, but you lacked the strength to pursue them. There are visions of a peaceful, purposeful, and abundant life that you once believed belonged only to others. As you rest, these things will begin returning, no longer as pressure to succeed, but like new seeds placed gently into your hands. I will help you distinguish what arises from ambition that exhausts you and what truly aligns with your calling. You do not need to turn every idea immediately into a plan. Allow it to be nurtured in stillness, tested through wisdom, and grown in its proper season. I am also restoring the resources within you, your ability to concentrate, your courage, your joy, and your trust. You will discover that after a period of genuine rest, things that once overwhelmed you no longer feel as frightening. Your mind will be clearer, your words gentler, and your decisions less hurried. You will no longer act merely to escape anxiety, but will begin acting from calmness. This is a sign that you are being renewed. Restoration does not always produce a powerful feeling immediately. Sometimes it begins when you sleep more deeply, laugh more naturally, and no longer feel compelled to race against everyone. My beloved child, lie down within the peace I am giving you. Do not try to seize anything in this moment. Allow me to work within depths your effort cannot reach. I am healing memories that kept you continually alert, removing the feeling that you must carry the entire world, and teaching you that rest will not cause your future to collapse. What belongs to you will not disappear because you stop to breathe. The door meant for you remains. Your mission remains intact. And the new season is still being prepared. This time, however, you will enter not as an exhausted warrior, but as someone restored, clear-minded, and peaceful enough not to lose yourself amid great things. This season of rest is my gift to you. Receive it, remain within it, and allow stillness to prepare you for a life that is deeper, more joyful, and more complete. The lack or stagnation you are experiencing is not necessarily punishment. Sometimes it is mercy holding something great back until you become wide enough, stable enough, and wise enough to receive it. My beloved child, I know you have often looked at doors that have not opened and wondered how much longer you must wait. You have made an effort, prayed, and done what you knew to do. Yet the results have not matched the longing within your heart. From this, you easily conclude that you have been rejected, forgotten, or no longer deserve anything good. But imagine a winemaker who does not pour new wine into a container that has become dry, cracked, and unable to expand. He does not withhold the wine because he despises the vessel, but because he wants to protect both the wine and the vessel from being lost. In the same way, there are things I have not yet given, not because I desire to keep you in lack, but because your heart, habits, and the way you manage life are still being renewed. Therefore, the deeper question is no longer merely when what you desire will come, but what kind of person you are becoming so that you can carry it without being shattered by it. If you receive more money while still making decisions from panic, that money may quickly disappear. If you enter a healthy relationship while still believing you will be abandoned, you may unconsciously distrust, control, or push away someone sincere. If you receive influence while depending upon praise, every criticism will make you lose your direction. The calling may be great, but your ability to contain it must also expand. I am not only preparing what you will receive, I am preparing the way you think. Respond, and use it when it arrives. Your capacity to receive is not only about trying to become outwardly more moral, it also concerns your rhythm of life, health, nervous system, and the pathways of thought you have traveled for too long. Your mouth may say that you trust, while your body continues living as though disaster could appear at any moment. Gently bring your attention to the area around your eyes. Yav, neck, and shoulders. Do they frequently become tense, even when no clear danger is before you? Do you often clench your teeth, hold your breath, or startle at small sounds? These reactions are not proof that you have failed in faith. They may simply show that you have lived under stress for so long that your body has become accustomed to preparing for battle. When your mind continually calculates how to survive, you begin viewing every opportunity through the lens of lack. You check your account and immediately imagine the worst possible outcome. You see another person succeed and instantly believe your portion is being taken. You receive an invitation, but instead of examining it calmly, you either grasp it desperately or flee because you fear failure. A state of high alert can be useful during a short crisis, but when it continues, it narrows your vision. When the question constantly sounding within you is, how do I keep from losing? It becomes difficult to hear the greater question, what can I create? Whom can I serve? And how can I use what I already possess? You have heard many people speak about brainwave states, as though a particular frequency can automatically unlock wealth or prevent blessing from approaching. I want you to preserve discernment. Your brain functions through many different patterns depending upon whether you are concentrating, resting, dreaming, or creating. No single state guarantees a miracle, and your lack cannot be reduced to one number measured in the brain. Yet one useful truth remains. When tension is reduced, you often think more flexibly, recognize more choices, and approach new ideas with greater openness. Peace is not a mystical magnet pulling money toward you. It is the ground that helps you recognize opportunity, manage risk, and act through wisdom rather than panic. The old wineskin within you may be the reactions that have become rigid. It is the belief that you must work until exhausted in order to possess value. It is the habit of spending to soothe sadness and then becoming afraid when you look at your finances. It is refusing help because you want to prove you are strong. It may also be the way you wait for a perfect sign before beginning and call that delay caution. I am softening the parts that have become hard, not through one emotional moment, but through new choices repeated consistently. Each time you plan instead of panic, the vessel within expands. Each time you rest before exhaustion, it is healed. Each time you face the truth about money, health, or relationships without running away, you become stable enough to carry more. Renewing the mind is not merely forcing yourself to think happy thoughts and deny reality. It is a deep reconstruction in which distorted beliefs are recognized and replaced by a healthier perspective. You once believed a lack of money meant you were worthless. Now you are learning that financial circumstances are a problem to be addressed, not a sentence upon your value. You once believed rest would cause you to fall behind. Now you understand that restoration helps you make more accurate decisions. You once thought that one additional opportunity would automatically change everything. Now you recognize that opportunity produces fruit only when met by discipline, ability, and honesty. This is how the inner house receives new wiring, not through temporary declarations, but through consistent practice. Remember Solomon in the early days of his leadership. What he sought first was not treasure, but the ability to hear, discern, and judge rightly. He understood that power without wisdom would become a disaster. Wealth followed as a result of his ability to govern. not as the reward for a mystical formula. This is the lesson you must carry. Before desiring more resources, ask for a listening mind. Before wanting to enter a greater room, learn to make sound decisions in the room where you are now. Before asking others to trust you, become someone capable of keeping promises to yourself. A listening mind is not an empty mind or one governed only by intuition. It knows how to combine stillness with careful thought, feeling with verification, and faith with responsibility. When an idea comes, you do not need to declare it a revelation and invest everything you possess immediately. Write it down, research it, seek advice from knowledgeable people, and test it within a manageable range. When a financial opportunity appears, examine the terms, risks, and transparency rather than focusing only upon the promised return. When your heart feels urged, ask whether the urgency comes from peace or from fear of missing out. Discernment does not kill faith. It protects faith from being exploited. I also want you to know that you do not need to achieve a perfect mental state before you are permitted to move forward. You can heal while working and build your future while learning peace. Yet, you must respect your limits. If you frequently lose sleep, experience panic, struggle to concentrate, or find stress interfering with your daily life, seek appropriate support. Caring for your nervous system is not an act of unbelief. It is the way you care for the vessel entrusted to you. Sufficient sleep, nourishing food, regular movement, professional guidance, and periods away from screens can all become part of the great restoration taking place within you. My beloved child, I am not keeping you in lack to torment you, nor do I want you to glorify poverty as though it were automatically a sign of holiness. I am teaching you to become someone who is not ruled by money, whether you possess little or much. Someone who knows how to build without losing peace, and how to receive without forgetting responsibility. As your capacity expands, you will no longer ask only how much you can receive, but how you can preserve, develop, and share it. That is when something new can be placed within you without causing you to crack. Therefore, instead of staring impatiently at the storehouse and asking when the door will open, return to caring for the vessel. Soften what has become dry through rest. Strengthen weak places through knowledge and discipline. Repair the cracks through honesty, forgiveness, and appropriate support. When your mind no longer sees the world only through the eyes of survival, you will begin recognizing roads that fear previously concealed. Goodness does not arrive because you have reached a secret frequency. It is received sustainably when you become discerning, stable, and capable of stewardship. I am preparing you not merely to touch blessing, but to carry it with steady hands. Use it with humility, and transform it into a source of life for many others.